really?
Hello there, welcome to Two Fan Dinosaurs. I'm a dinosaur. Over there, I'm assuming you're a dinosaur.
Yeah. Well,
Which one?
yeah. Well, we had this last week.
Oh, did
Do you
we?
recall?
I know I said Triceratops.
And I said Stegosaurus.
Oh, yeah. Interesting how we both went for vegetarians.
Um. Good point.
Hadn't thought it through.
No, I don't actually eat anything green.
I've got to admit, I find it deeply suspicious.
That I don't eat anything green.
No, that things that are green that you're supposed to eat.
Ah, right.
I've seen
Well,
Doctor
there's a
Who.
lot. The thing is about vegetarians is Hitler was a vegetarian,
That's very true.
and he had a moustache. I can only do one of those things at a time.
I remember you before the moustache.
Yeah.
Unless you're actually slug balancing.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. But anyway, right. Yes. Welcome. We're looking at Destiny of the Daleks episodes 1 and 2 tonight. We decided to go up to 2 a show. They're full length. Obviously, we can't have picture in picture. The whole idea about this is to hit play on your DVD and it play on whatever on this YouTube thing or whatever.
Whatever futuristic device you happen to be looking at this in 200 years' time.
Wow.
Hello, the future.
Wow. That's it. My mind is. Poof.
Yeah.
It's full of fuck. Oh dear.
We are committed digitally forever.
I hadn't thought of that. That's mildly perturbing.
Aliens could be watching this.
God, if this or the flashing blade is the only thing aliens have got to try and work out what humanity was about.
Aliens will be watching this with their little digicube versions of Destiny of the Daleks, working out how to synchronize the two together because the refresh rate on the digicubes is like 1 million frames a second or something.
Right. At the end of episode 1, we'll stop, and then we'll do another countdown into episode 2, so everything's lined up. All right? Good.
Yes.
Now, Sid and I are watching this on BritBox in the UK, and as always, we've got to the point where we've clicked on the Destiny of the Daleks episode 1 thing, the BritBox logo jingle thing has played, and we're right at the beginning of the title sequence, basically 00.0 on the timer.
Which is a very fetching shade of green.
Green?
Green on my screen.
Yes, it is. Well, that's one of the interesting things I noticed. Tom's title sequences, especially the closing title sequences, have different colour hints to them throughout. It's like they're playing around. Everyone mentions the Ark in Space, which had different coloured opening title sequence, but no one mentions that the closing title sequences of Tom stuff, it's different colours. The tunnel's either silver, or it's more of a purple, or it's... I like that. I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Play.
Yeah, okay, so it'll be 3, 2, 1, go. And you hit your go when I say go. That's how you start a pudding race. Sorry. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Now, last week... Oh, Doctor Who theme is...
Who theme.
Yes.
Doctor Who theme. Yes.
Now, last week we had an interesting experience in that people came into the Twitch chat and we didn't know they were there.
Yeah, well, I'm not looking at the Twitch. I'm not looking at the Twitch chat, so I can't be blamed for this in any way.
I normally pop it up once or twice just to check, but it was Genesis of the Daleks, episode 6.
Did they change the font?
Yes, they changed the font from series 14 onwards.
Okay.
Mask Mandragora onwards.
Now, can you think of any possible reason why K9 might have been written out of this story? It's a mystery. Could it be to do with rocks?
Could it be something more to do with Neri Nahum not wanting K9 to go up against the Daleks?
Interesting idea.
And that's
Yeah.
actually the truth. He didn't want the dog anywhere near it. So they were changing the voice anyway, so again, the perfect experience. Ah, here we go, the piss take of Tom Baker's own clothes changing scene.
So when I first watched Destiny of the Daleks,
Yes.
as I say,
Yes.
I came in late to episode 1.
Well, this is the bit you
And
missed.
I had entirely missed this entire sequence of Romana regenerating, and I didn't have a clue why Romana looked different.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
We are firmly in the Tom Baker comedy half hour. However, the comedy does stop. Tom actually plays, when the Daleks are mentioned, that's it. He plays it incredibly straight all the way through.
Is that the same outfit that Astra was wearing
I
in
think it
Armageddon
was.
Factory? Yeah, okay. So this whole scene...
She doesn't get a trading card.
This whole scene had fans debating for decades, didn't it, about wasting regenerations potentially, and
Moffat just got rid of that. You know,
it's been kind of retconned since, hasn't it?
Not Moffat, RTD.
Yeah.
Christmas Invasion. For every, within 14 hours.
Yeah.
She's
It's
just trying things on.
Romana has a lot more control over it than the Doctor does.
Well, she's a triple alpha. He's only a double gamma at third attempt. Someone standing on a stool.
Smelly.
And quite frankly, snobby. She's not even looking at him. Wonder if she was told not to.
She's a relative of Servalan.
Notice the TARDIS has a ceiling.
It does.
You don't often get to see that because it's not often there. There are roofs in the sets, ceilings in the sets of this story. Yeah, fair enough.
Spare outfit.
Yeah. The thing is, I've got both their outfits as cosplays. I've got Tom's and I've got Lala's pink outfit.
The arms are a bit long. I can always take them in.
Exactly. I mean, that's very River, to be fair.
Yep, yep.
I wonder if there's going to be a wheezing, groaning sound any second now.
There was a whooshing.
Whooshing! And here comes the Newbury box.
Yep.
With the light superimposed on it.
Why?
I think the space wasn't big enough to put the light in it.
Aha.
I think.
Classic line coming up.
Yes. Psychic? Actually, I remember this from the book.
Yes.
I remember being very excited when this series was about to come on. I do remember seeing the original trailer where he gets woken up and it's warned about the Daleks. I remember seeing that at the time. It was immensely exciting. Ready?
Look.
Oh, look! Rocks! I bet Clayton Hickman on Redbubble, look for Clayton Hickman, has an Oh Look Rocks t-shirt. If not, why not?
We should make one for him.
I feel we should. Oh dear, you don't really want to actually show K9's real insides.
Not really. The mechanism, though.
Arrow to the front.
Yes.
I've always remembered that ever since that. This is a good lesson. If people have computer problems, that's what I say.
Right, so where was this quarry?
England.
Okay.
Do I look like Andrew Pixley?
I don't know. I never met him.
Oh, you might meet him at Hooverville.
Okay.
He occasionally sticks his head in. And the head of Pertwee will also be there as well. Which is a worry.
That's a nice shot, looking up. Doctor in the foreground, Romana in the background.
And this is a lovely little thing. I just had this sensation. And
Of
it
course,
dates all the way back to the War Machines, when Hartnell says he gets a feeling around Daleks. And he wasn't wrong, because on
No.
that day, they were
He was out
busy.
there.
Yeah. There were 3 invasions going on at that time. Well, 2 invasions and a...
And of course, around this time, the Doctor had time to shoot pictures for a bunch of birthday cards.
Yes! I thought that was very nice of him. You've no idea how badly I wanted those when I saw them advertised in Doctor Who Weekly.
Yeah.
That's right, boys and girls. Doctor Who Weekly. I was there from episode 1. I'm so old. Laughing.
Modest. Yes, it's a big rock. Oh, composite material, sorry. Oh, hello, cat.
Hello, cat.
Yes.
Is it
but a
Ty
cat.
or Whisper?
It's Ty.
Ah.
All the makings of a first-class navvy.
It's a very good location, this, to be
And a
fair.
very nice brick wall.
I think the director does a wonderful job with this story, considering. I mean, this is 1979. This is height of the inflation boom and everything else like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's obvious they haven't got the money to sort the Daleks out. Okay.
Oh, they look appalling.
Yeah. They
the,
do.
the fake ones even more so, but
There's the one with the misshaped back.
the oddball they call it.
Once
It was
again, go to Dalek 63 to 88 on the internet.
It got repainted and used as the Dalek Supreme in Resurrection, I believe. You don't see the bottom of it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I also remember a trailer for this going out, with the Daleks yelling "exterminate" and the explosions across the...
Just where the floor was kind of moving under them.
No, that wasn't them.
No. But do you think they had a pneumatic drill there or something?
It's an underworld dentist, apparently. I see, that's the classic Tom look for me.
Yes.
The oatmeal coat, the scarf.
And,
Right, shall we play... Can we spot the reused costumes?
Well, I was going to say, can we play Where's Big Ron?
We can play that too. One does not preclude the other.
I think is he in this scene?
I don't know. We'll find out. But the excitement is tense here. I can't really. Ooh, no.
The one looks a bit like a scarecrow.
No. Boo! That'd scare the
Big
living
Ron.
shit out of them, wouldn't it?
No Big Ron. Oh, that's is that a Zeta Minor? What's the
Waterguard.
name?
No, Zeta Minor is that. Sorry.
No, not Zeta Minor. Carnival of Monsters. That lot.
Yes.
Was that
Inter
one of their,
Minor.
that's the one.
Inter Minor.
Inter Minor, yeah.
You stretch my brain for stupid reasons.
The one thing Tom's costume is missing is he needs a badge.
Well, the next story, he's got an artist diesel on,
Exactly.
which I might just happen to have.
Nice.
Ooh, my phone. Somebody sent me a thing on my phone.
Tell them to stop.
I should do. Last time I got excited about that, it was the electricity company saying they were putting my prices up.
And probably charging you for the message.
Very probably, to be fair. I got that outfit. I got his outfit, but I got their outfit too. Trouble is, I look like George the Hippo from Rainbow in it. Now, we should have a variation on a Neri Nahan classic coming up.
Okay. Right.
A pilot's name. I think it's Del Chavron.
Aha.
I think. I could be wrong. It's very likely I'm wrong.
We don't get a Tarrant in this story, do we?
I don't think you do.
We get a Tyson instead.
Yes.
The planet Cantria. What's the Cantrian doing dying here? Oh,
Ooh. To be fair, this is a great model sequence.
yeah.
They didn't do too badly with their model VFX stuff this year.
Yeah. So, it's just the CSO shots look a bit.
Yeah, but I mean that's better than you get during the Let's era.
Oh yeah. Suddenly we're
that's
on
me.
sand.
Yes.
We've gone from rocks to grass to sand.
Yeah.
It's like Minecraft.
He's just getting in the right place for the birthday pictures. We discussed this.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of this as well, the ship
Drilling
burrowing
itself.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So there's definitely innovation in this script.
These shots on film look really good, actually. Of the two of them I think it's really good. It holds up.
Yeah. I mean, I say the director's really good. I liked him. Except for the fact him and Douglas Adams went over to Paris when they were doing, not when they were doing the location filming, but when the crew that had gone were doing location filming, and they turned up and spent the whole time very, very drunk and staggered into work, having had no sleep and just lots of alcohol when they got back to Britain. Apparently Graham Williams was a little grumpy about it.
I'm not surprised.
That is a great idea, and they do it so well considering...
Little puffs of smoke as it...
Does that look like a mile away to you?
No. I'd say about 300 yards.
Look, tell you what, look, I'm going to actually check, see if anybody said anything on our chat thing.
Oh, yes.
No, though we have one viewer, apparently. Hello, viewer!
Hello, viewer. I'm sure you've dialed in mistakenly.
Yep. But anyway, I'm listening.
They probably saw
This is the bit from the trailer that they played before episode 1. And you had Daleks yelling "Exterminate" over the top of it.
So, what does that remind you of from Genesis of the Daleks, that bit?
That bit doesn't. But looking at the Mavellan ship, the way it looks, it reminds me of one of the domes.
I'm thinking creeping barrage.
Oh, yes. Something's annoyed them. Just for a second there, I thought those were plastic limbs. Thinking, what?
Right, so this is meant to be a part of a car-led facility.
Yes.
So let's compare it with the sets from Genesis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you expect me to say?
Yes.
Well, quite. Now, this is a car-load facility that must have been away from the city.
Yeah. Well, it's above ground. Well, mostly.
Well, yeah, so the problem being...
Not being...
Is this the top of the bunker?
I suppose it could be.
Because the Daleks are lower down in this area. So
Yes.
Could that be the actual original bunker, which obviously they must have done things to over the years?
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't he pull out a book by Ulan Khulufin?
I do believe he does. Can't imagine why that particular book was chosen.
Is it Creature from the Pit where he pulls out a how to do mountain climbing and it's in Tibetan? So he pulls out a book that says how to read Tibetan.
Yes. It's a great job. That's pure Douglas Adams, that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to be fair on here, apart from the little joke with Ulan Khulufin, whatever, this isn't full of laughs.
No.
It
No.
really isn't. And there's a wonderful atmosphere, especially to episode 1, because there's hardly any incidental music at all.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Origins of the Universe, Ulan Kaluvid.
Doesn't he remark that one of the planets is a living entity or something? I can't remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he ask somebody who saw it happen?
That's a perfect Tom Baker's Doctor line, to be fair.
Yep.
Come on, girl. Come on. The rocks are shifting. Dear.
Oh, there he is.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry. Now, we must mention at this point that...
Is this pre-Steadicam?
I think there's a chance that the Steadicam was used, yes.
Okay, right.
Very early use of it.
Yeah. It's quite smooth for the age.
But the gentleman... the gentleman actor who's playing Tyson, whose name I can't remember because I'm old and crap, is deaf.
Yeah.
More partly deaf. You'll see during sequences, for example, on the Mavellan ship, where the Fourth Doctor and Tyson are, they cue him. Whether it's by a little tap on the arm or whatever. And I just think, fair enough. Everyone moaned about his performance, and I think, actually, it's bloody good, all things considered. So how did they all fall on the TARDIS like that?
Typical Neri Nahon device. Let's block the TARDIS
She needs
off.
a jolly good smacked bottom.
Where did that bit of metal come from?
Sorry. Problem is, I still want to marry Lala Ward.
Well, who doesn't?
Lala Ward?
No, she probably wants to marry herself.
Oh, okay. The radiation thing.
Ah, yes. Must remember to give Romana hers.
It's interesting. He uses it as a way of building tension, but then forgets all about it.
Yeah. Here we go. The planet Magla.
Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha. See, this is important information. Hang on a second. 8,000 mile wide. That's not really a planet, is it?
No.
I mean, if they declass Pluto. Hi, kids.
What do we think of the Mavellans?
For their time period, they're actually pretty good.
Very disco.
Yeah, but disco and a bit of new wave. And like I say, as a result, they are of their time, very obviously, but they work.
Mm-hmm.
So much so, Moffat brought them back for a quick cameo.
For a brief scene, yeah.
Of one of them flying through the air.
Nice touch.
I bought the Blu-ray of Police Squad a couple of days back. In colour. Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't have the flashing prop we love. But it was still very good. I also got Brian Pern. All the stuff from Brian Pern, which is worth it. I
don't actually know who he is.
I will explain after we've done the reaction.
You'll explain later.
I'll explain later, yes. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Welcome to the chat room. That's what I was after originally, and I'm back on here. Hang on a second. No, that's wrong. That's right. Oh,
Romana's slid down a chute 3 times.
Yes. Hey, if it's fun the first time. See what I mean? It's just a hint. Wondering about flooding.
They're right next to a lake that wasn't there.
Yes, quite so. I like the design of the spaceship.
It's a bit Heart of Gold.
Yeah, but it's of the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But it does...
And it has a ceiling.
So you can get those low shots in. And this is where Kenny Everett presents his video show every week.
Yeah.
What's that doing? Can't...
I always thought the commander was a little bit creepy.
Yes.
It's interesting that the Movellans, being who they are,
D5 Gamma Z Alpha.
have not. They've still got cushions and seats, and you know.
Sorry, I got the name of the planet right. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was one of the cheat codes for Dalek Attack.
Okay.
Another one was Roger Moore and James Bond will never be good singers. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hey, do you fancy a cliffhanger?
Well, you see, it would have been about, maybe in about a minute or so that I would have come in from my grandma's garden going, oh my God, I'm missing Doctor Who. To see that scene.
Which is almost a replication of the very first scene with Barbara and the Dalek. At the end of episode 1.
So why is there a big wall made of plastic here?
Don't know. It's extra special Dalek plastic, obviously.
And where have these studio lights come from?
The studio light man.
Who the Daleks brought with them.
Yes. It's amazing what you can do when you find yourself a load of slaves, like capturing luxury yachts.
Yep.
Right? He's always going down there. He's being very careful. There's rumbling, apparently.
There is
Fair dues. The subtitles have behaved themselves, but they haven't had much work to do in this episode.
No.
This is a lot less
Here we go.
than Genesis in that respect. And
Did you know the Daleks were in this story?
are they really? I take it you've seen the Destiny of the Daleks redubbed with Roy Skelton doing Zippy.
Yes.
Yes, that is well worth it. Right, that's the end of episode 1. What did we make of episode 1? I
love episode 1.
Yes.
The ending of that was amazing, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's typical Terry Nation.
And for most of the episode, it's just the Doctor and Romana talking amongst themselves,
And that's unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the lack of music, which really does, when you've just got Dick Mills sound beds, including Foul Wind, it just adds to the creepiness of the episode, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, indeed. So I am just queuing up episode 2.
Once again, we're going past the BritBox logo and starting right at the start of the thingy.
Now, unfortunately,
Yes?
in my view,
Yes.
I do love this story. Don't get me wrong, but it does.
That's why we're doing it.
It does go a bit downhill from here on in, doesn't it? Really.
I think it goes downhill when Davros is introduced.
Yeah.
Simply because, and with greatest respect to David Goodison, the mask didn't fit. There wasn't enough modulation on his voice. He had a lot of trouble moving the chariot around, as we'll see.
And he's not Michael Wisher.
Yeah, well, who was? Who is?
Michael Wisher.
Yeah. I mean, fair dues. I mean, Terry Malloy created his own Davros, which was great. A bit shouty, but great.
Ina Sharples, I wrote.
Yes, yes. Again, DWM.
Yes.
And Julian Bleach knocked me away, quite frankly. I thought he was absolutely superb. It was almost as if we had Michael Wisher back.
The voice on him was amazing.
Yeah. And he kept it low and quiet, but he did occasionally burst into rants, which was a shame. But That's where Davros's character has gone. You know, and he has descended into dribbling lunacy. Yeah, Julian Bleach. Fair dues to the man. And he makes one hell of a creepy villain. I mean, there's Torchwood. I can't remember what that episode was called. About photos and things.
Oh, yeah. I know the one you mean.
And he was creepy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He really was. It's what a great idea to get him to play Davros, quite frankly. Right, we're going to do part 2 of this then.
I am ready for part 2.
Right, hang on, let's just check if we've got any more viewers or if anybody's actually bothered to say anything. No, and no.
Do we have the existing viewer?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's the same one.
Ah,
They may take it in shifts.
right. But
Right.
I think you'll find that as good evidence that our viewership is not declining.
You make a fair point.
We are maintaining our market share.
Well, yes. A whole viewer. That is our market share.
Yeah, it's not insignificant.
I am a little concerned it might be a bot, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
In which case, it completely invalidates it.
Is there not a box they have to tick to say I'm not a robot?
Oh, come on, Rubbers have worked that out ages ago. Good God.
Do you know how those things
Seriously,
work?
seriously, did they think that the robots wouldn't understand that instruction?
It's not.
All I have to do is get a human to come along and just tick this box for me, would you?
Box. It's the movement of the mouse. It's the time it takes to do it. There's all sorts of stuff going on in the background.
I don't like that. That's creepy.
Let's play episode 2.
Okay. So again, 0000 on the timeline for it.
This one's quite a long one, as Doctor Who episodes go. It's 25 minutes 15 seconds.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it does over there. Yes.
They don't normally go over 25, do
You
they?
can do the Mind Robber at some stage. Or the Leisure Hive. Anyway, Here we go then. 3, 2, 1, go.
Playing.
Hooray! Doctor Who theme.
Seen this before.
Big blue light.
Yeah.
And we're in very greenish territory here.
Yeah. Well, I suppose Daleks are green. The
Well,
bits inside.
modern Daleks are more blue than green, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which, if I'm honest with you, I feel that's a bit of a letdown.
My video playback is broken. It's paused.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right. Okay.
Tell me where you are.
Romana's just getting up off the floor.
Okay.
She's staggering a little bit. She's just getting her surroundings. There's the thing. She can slid down 3 times.
Yes.
She looked at that. Can't get back up there. Are you anywhere near this?
Yeah. She's
Oh,
now
right.
moving. She's now moving towards the wobbly wall.
Yes. Touching it.
Are we roughly in the same place?
We are. This is good.
Wall's wobbling.
Actually, I do believe it's rumbling. Seriously, what would you do in that situation? This plastic wall has started making strange things, and there's noises. Typical arrogance of a Time Lord, if you ask me. Oh, now she's getting a bit wary.
Here we go. Matt.
It's the boys.
Yep.
Today it is my birthday. Sorry. It's on YouTube.
Yes.
Daleks voiced by Zippy. These are the most zippiest Daleks he's ever done.
Now, I think we should play a game of spot to see how many Daleks are, how different the Daleks are from each other.
I feel you're right.
There's at least one with white mesh. There's one there's one there with no black slats.
Yeah.
They're different colours of grey.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I think the main Dalek is very similar colour to Genesis.
Mm. Yeah, that one, the one that's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably not been painted for years.
Oh, don't do anything, will you, mate?
One of them's
Right, there
probably
we go.
been in
There's the
exhibitions.
lighter grey one, but
Yes.
it has the proper shape.
Yes.
I don't like the Daleks in this one. The colours are just horrible.
Well, they're very
They're
short.
too
They're very.
light grey. It's a case of, what are you doing? Now, Tom, like I say, he'll be playing this completely serious all the way through.
Mhm.
It's the Daleks. He doesn't take a, you know. And look at him. He's not keeping his eyes off these guys at all.
No. He's studying them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was very Avon, wasn't it?
I always liked that line.
Ah, mutant Dalek!
Right. Now, I love this scene, this interrogation scene. It
Yep.
absolutely terrified me when I was a kid.
Ah, why doesn't one Dalek go, the word, the word? Oh, that's David Goodison doing the voice.
Oh, okay. I love this, that they just postulate a statement.
Yeah. Oh, that must have come up as a lie. They must have been required reading in Gallifrey.
So we have one Dalek has got a black lower, what's the word?
Band?
Band.
Uh-huh.
One's got a broken slat there.
Yeah. False, leave me alone. She really crumbles straight away.
She plays this scene incredibly well.
Yeah. I mean, face facts, Lalla Ward really grabs the character straight from the off. She's off and running.
Yes.
What's the first one they filmed? I think it was Creature from the Pit.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I am old and crap. Right, so there's the one. It's got David Goodison's voice, but the black band.
Mm-hmm.
There's your hero Dalek, per se.
Yeah. That's the one they're focusing a lot on.
Yeah.
The weird one is at the background there. The weird slopey, the oddball.
I'm surprised they allow that. That is not standard issue Dalek casing.
No.
However, they're in the middle of a war.
However, if you read the novelization of Remembrance of the Daleks,
Yes.
the Doctor expresses at one point that he recognizes the Dalek Scout because it has wider fairings. So,
Are you saying that's a Dalek Scout?
no. I
And
don't
that was a lovely piece of memory work there, by the way.
So how many props was that in total? 4?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, give me some skin.
Or bonded polycarbide or whatever they're made of.
Bonded polycarbide Dalekanium. I think that covers everything, doesn't it?
The guy escorting Tyson,
Yes.
wasn't he like a male model or something?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
I don't go around studying male models, if I'm honest with you.
No.
That's a very military report. Collapse. Oh, wobbly Dalek.
Yeah, I think the fact that he is deaf and he has obviously difficulty speaking, I think it plays quite well.
Yes.
This character's been through hell.
Yeah, totally. You can see why he was cast.
Mm-hmm.
Again, looking for outfits
role.
from Blake 7 or Doctor Who. There's an obvious one coming up in episode 3. Now, is that the Chinese detective? I think it is.
David Yip.
David Yip. Yeah, he starred in The Chinese Detective, whose catch thing was he was a detective, but get this, he was Chinese. Wow.
That was the same era as Shoestring, wasn't it?
Shoestring, yeah, I think one led into the other. This Chinese Detective led into Shoestring, led into Bergerac. I like the fact that they've bothered to put operators in the Daleks, even though they're right at the back of the scene.
He's pretty chipper for a slave, though. This guy.
Maybe just got there. You never know. Or is he a spy?
The Daleks don't use machines for jobs like this.
No, don't you know you're in Doctor Who?
The Dalek at the back is swinging its eye.
They used to. Well, that's what I was saying. Even though it's right in the background,
Yeah.
they bothered to put an operator in.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Probably union rules. Dalek union.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not allowed to have an empty casing.
Nope. Because
I
that
think it
implies
caused-
there's a naked Dalek around somewhere, and no one wants that.
Caused a stink when Ian had to climb into the Dalek casing. There was union strikes for weeks.
To be fair, I think he probably climbed into a stink, if I'm honest with you.
Mm.
Oh, she does do pouting looks really well, doesn't she?
No disrespect
Lala,
to
Lala.
Nicholas Briggs, because I like Nicholas Briggs, but Roy Skelton is the ultimate Dalek voice.
Yeah. I'd say I'd toss up him, David Graham, and Peter Hawkins.
Skelton all the way for me. Just, yeah, it's just so raw.
But like I say, this story is the most like Zippy he's ever sounded,
Yeah.
which is a shame. If you listen to Genesis, you can hear a bit of Zippy in there, but it wasn't really. By now, it's all Zippy. She backed away and fell down a shaft, like you do.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
She got up twice. I pushed her back.
Now, let's just see. There you go. I'm just watching how they prompt him. It's brilliantly done.
Mm.
It's a case of, so he's deaf. So what? We can work around that.
Yeah.
Good old Doctor Who.
Yeah.
This is actually part of the Longleat exhibition.
Is this them building?
Don't. I drove past Longleat and Stonehenge the other day.
Now, that looked like
Yes.
one of the outfits from Planet of Evil.
Ah!
The guy who walked away a minute ago.
Yeah, which I wasn't really paying attention from.
He had all the puffy bits on his... Oh, I don't know.
We could do Planet Evil at some stage.
Just the Daleks are just—they just don't give a.
No,
Excuse
Flying
me.
Hoot.
They don't give a fuck.
Nice coat, that'll take the coat and the scarf.
So,
Boing.
she stopped one of her hearts at this point, presumably,
Yes.
to being dead.
Yes. One for every day, one for best. Hey, let's play What Bizarre Things Can We See?
Well, those
In
are
the
like
bunker.
Those are like post office cages.
Yep. Or supermarket cages, they do it for shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing to lose. I've got this terrible feeling I'm going to die on Scarrow. It's all he says to people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What's your job, chief dramatist? So we are thousands of years beyond Genesis of the Daleks.
We are.
So we know that Davros is taken away by the Earth authorities, and it's like 300 years or so from now, isn't it?
Thereabouts.
Which
Yeah.
means Genesis of the Daleks is
No,
three-
hang on. No,
Go on.
it's 90 years.
no 90 years that Davros is imprisoned, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking the future Earth from our perspective, a few hundred years ahead of where we are now, which means Genesis of the Daleks is pre-Christ. That's where I'm coming from.
Are you implying that Christ was a Dalek construct
Yes,
plotted to cause dissension amongst human ranks?
that's what I'm alleging, and wait to see our viewing figures halve.
I don't think we can have half a viewing figure. But if anybody can do it...
So we have...
Plus, I don't like the fact the arms are too short. They haven't got the extra little telescopic bit coming out a bit more.
But every single Dalek here has a different colour scheme to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
There is no uniformity here whatsoever. And look at the hemisphere on the back of that one. Smashed and painted to buggery.
Oh, good grief, yes. But again, 1979 televisions.
Mm-hmm. Now, you could say that, obviously, as you said, these Daleks are desperate. They're in a war.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ragtag kind of group that's got together.
Yeah, but I've got an answer for that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in a war, but they've been in a logical impasse for Christ knows how long. So they would have had time and resources to slowly mend themselves.
Mm-hmm. True.
You're dead. You'll notice he's got a bit of red shirt on him.
Well, he needs to have a red glow stick on his arm, not a green glow stick on his arm, doesn't he?
My Xbox has stopped working.
Yeah. That's a Planet of Evil outfit, isn't it?
That's a restaurant.
Yeah.
We still haven't played What Props Can We See?
Mm-hmm. Remove the body. Very handy stretcher.
It's very strange, but I still say that Terry Nation is one of the worst people to write the Daleks.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, his stories, they're good, gripping yarns, even though he repeats them over and over again. But when it comes to the Daleks themselves...
Look at how Whittaker wrote them for Troutman.
Yeah, exactly. And you go to Planet of the Daleks, we'll forget Day of the Daleks, written by Lewis Marks, and they didn't have too much to do in it, really.
No, but I do love
Beeping.
Day of the Daleks.
Oh, I adore it. I adore Planet of the Daleks as well.
Now, this scene with shooting the Dalek through a clear tactical screen, does that remind you of anything?
No, go on.
Star Wars? The Rebel Base?
I see your point.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
Yeah, you got to remember, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan.
I like to see that the Daleks are still using tape, though.
Yes, it's important. Don't walk into the light.
No.
She's dead. No, she's not.
Here we go. It's the giant Prozac.
How is it administered?
Anally.
You went there.
I didn't. It did.
Okay. Right, so we are not in the remains of the bunker. We are actually in the remains of the Khaled city.
Or an offshoot of it.
I've always tried to try and match these up, just because it doesn't quite G where they are and with between Genesis and Destiny. And it's a case of they're bugging it up a bit.
Yeah.
Which is typical Doctor Who fan, to be honest with you.
Nice idea, though.
Yes. And nice ceiling again.
Again, some quite low shots.
The ceilings, unfortunately, cause trouble for the lighting managers, and also they cost to actually have.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing is that the difference between the Magellan ship and these scenes is quite nice. They're not all totally brightly lit like you'd get in later sort of series.
Nope, no, you're quite right.
Uh-oh.
Yep. This is straight out of Earthshock. When Tegan gets captured.
Peekaboo.
New Dalek gun effect and sound effect, boys and girls.
Oh, yes.
They've actually isolated it to the character now. Though I think the actual gun noise is very weak. I prefer the one from Genesis. It's my all-time favourite.
apart from the fact that they don't have the extension bit, there's something odd about the sucker arms. They're
It's too
not
short.
moving.
Yeah.
They're not moving.
And they're trying to, because they often have Daleks with a shoe one
Uh-huh.
way and whatever. It's as if they've been told, no, you've got to keep them straight and slightly up.
Yeah,
Both of them.
yeah. There's no frantic gesticulating.
No,
It's
it's all up.
oh, wobbly Dalek.
Yeah.
That's the oddball going sideways.
Oh, you really are crap, aren't you?
Nice,
Yep.
nice
Yep.
wide beam there.
Yep. But why don't they go faster? They don't need to. They just don't stop.
Yeah.
Exterminez-vous! Exterminez-vous encore!
Exterminieren.
Ooh. Somebody said that wasn't right, but I don't speak German, so how the hell do I know?
No. It achieved the right effect. Our code of honor. Right. Right you are.
Thing is, he's sus on them already. He's not quite sure what, but he's pretty sus.
Something to do with them not blinking, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I love this shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can detect a slight rumble on the camera itself, so it's obviously on a trolley or something.
Yeah. Ah. Infamous moment coming up here.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I think it... I can't help it. I just think it was a step too far.
It cheapens them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Front of that Dalek looks wrong. Where's the back of that Dalek? It's all the Dalek! The whole Dalek looks wrong!
It's almost symmetrical from the side, which is not how it's meant to be. They should be flat at the back. Or flatter.
I'm confused. Yeah, you're still not the best colour scheme, mate.
Hmm.
Plenty of time for the weaponry to lock onto him.
Yeah.
He should not have missed.
This is
Nice
Douglas
to see the little thing going in and out.
And also, the beam separates from the gun and moves.
Yes.
It's not just continuous.
Yep.
That line, though, was pure Douglas Adams taking the Mickey out of the Daleks.
Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, we all know they can't climb stairs, but really?
And at the point, you had to put a lampshade on it, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
And she's not there.
Well, don't just stand there, Romana. Can't you see I'm supposed to be trying to dig you out of your own grave? That would have been a very Tom line, to be fair.
Yeah.
The subtitles are doing very well this week.
Pretty good. The spelling's spot on as well.
Yeah, and they've remembered how to put spaces between words. I miss the genesis of the Dalek subtitles.
I don't.
Just like gibberish on the screen. It's not there long enough for you to manage to work out exactly what's happening. Oh, dear.
I want to visit the quarry now. Probably not there anymore.
It might be. It just might not be a working quarry anymore.
Oh, this shaft the Doctor's referring to,
Yes.
is it meant to be the shaft that he and Harry escaped through? Is that our
That,
supposition?
again, is what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
It's like Terry Nation's remembered the odd little bit, but he hasn't put them together properly,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
Yeah.
Because for sad gits like us, that would be just right.
Yeah.
Don't they realise what they're doing to us? God damn it. Let's check Twitch, see if we've been raided again. No, we're still on one viewer. Hello.
Hello, bot.
Probably is. I need to give you mod status as well at some stage. The boys have got it, so you should have it.
Here we go.
Oh, tubing. Oh, they like their tubes.
Yeah. Ducts.
So this is a great set. I love the Dalek City in this. I really do, including the silly corridors.
I can
It's
only
moody,
assume,
it's atmospheric, it's claustrophobic.
I'm gonna make a suggestion here that this
Yeah,
is not the same room in which Davros was supposedly
I
exterminated.
agree. It's not big enough to be, because that was
They've
the main lab.
they've shunted him off somewhere into
Yeah,
some forgotten corner, and that's why it doesn't look the same. There you go.
because they moved him.
Seek, locate, exterminate. Is that the first time we hear this?
Planet and Death might have got there first,
Okay.
but I couldn't tell you. I'd have to watch them.
There's Aurak.
Oh, I always thought it was. No, I mean, this is not the main lab. There's no way in hell. They've plonked him somewhere, but I don't think that's what's caused this.
In the book, doesn't isn't his hand still over the distract button?
I don't
can't
know.
remember.
You're going to have to find out. Tell us on Sunday's show, please. You have homework to do now.
My copy's 2 floors up somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I did start reading Destiny of the Daleks for you. I did the
Yeah.
first. I did the first chapter for you. And, oh dear,
No.
stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Polystyrene.
Now he makes a discovery. I was right.
Of course he was.
Here we go. Must have some big spiders on Skaro.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that possibility. So there we go. Davros is awakening. I'm going to stop it there, but you may wish to continue to listen to the end credits and, of course, watch them as well. Toby Haydock will thank you.
I am gaining an increased appreciation for this story.
Well, after just that.
Yeah, I am gaining an increased. Yeah, that's so far it's not as bad as I remember it.
But that's great.
But we haven't got the wobbly on foot Daleks yet.
Not yet, but that doesn't matter. I'm well chuffed about that. Yeah. You know how I like to be positive about the show. So, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Right, what's coming up? Sunday, the last Flashing Blade for 2 weeks.
The mid-season break.
I'm sorry?
Are you having a mid-season break?
Yeah, a lot of us are going on holiday. Yeah, and because I'm old and crap, I forgot to share things I should have shared. We're only going to be looking at Monster of Peladon and the Blake 7 episode Children of Auron.
Done that.
And that's all we're going to. So it might be a short show unless we manage to talk bollocks really well. I have to wait and see.
Dalek quiz. A Dalek quiz.
Oh well. Oh yes, you got your Dalek quiz as well. I can't join in on that one. I could, because I like my police box I had. There's a 3D printed Troughton Pertwee. But yes, we got the Dalek quiz. Oh, that green one I'm going to insist is from Children of the Revolution. Because it is. Okay. Right, so, like I say, next Sunday, Flash and Blade, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Next Wednesday, hopefully, new series reaction with Eddie and Brian, and we'll be looking at The Impossible Planet. We didn't do it last week because one of us wasn't able to get there. And it was just as well because, quite frankly, I had no brain at the time. Hence not sharing things. But after next Wednesday, that's it. Next Friday, we're not doing anything. There's no Flash and Blade on the Sunday. The first thing we're likely to do will be another new series reaction the Wednesday after. Because we're going to Hooverville convention up in Derby at the Quad. Lots of great guests. There's more guests than I can remember, to be honest with you. And I've seen the layout for the day, and it's a case of, God, they've done it again. They've just fitted so many people in. It's, yeah, it's quite good. So there's that. And quite frankly, I think we're all rather looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah. It's Eddie and Sean's first Doctor Who convention, or first convention. So, as I'm one of the MCs for the event, I will get them to stand up and get everyone to point at them and go, Virgin!
Does that make you Scottish?
What?
Being an MC, a muck.
Well, I am the McFadden of McFaddians.
Of course.
But that's not MC, that's MAC. Hello, Reethan. We've got someone chatting. Actually, in chat. It's Reethan, and we play Star Wars Trek Online together. I had to think there for a second. And possibly Diablo 2? I can't remember. Diablo 3, rather. Yeah, used to. I haven't played that I'm not playing games too much. However, we will be having a 24-hour charity stream where a bunch of Doctor Who fans will play Diablo 2 for 24 hours. What could possibly go wrong? That's in aid of Scottish autism. And we'll also be auctioning off a rather nice t-shirt, which will be signed by lots of people. So, that's it for the show. Unless you've got anything you'd like to say? You got anything? A saintly bit of Professor Saintly bit of wisdom for the week.
Be good to everybody.
God, that was hard coming out of your mouth, wasn't it? That really was. You can't switch personas easily, can you?
Just to say, we do also accept written correspondence. However, it must be submitted in the form of a letter stuck on top of an unopened Lego set.
Would the address people need to send this to be anywhere near Basingstoke?
Possibly.
Right. Okay, then.
And if it's one of the larger Lego sets, we might even read your letter out.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry there isn't a prize. Sorry, we can't return any of your letters to each other, but there is a prize for Sinister in every one. All right, we're going. Thank you very much, folks. Hope you've enjoyed that. Like I say, back in 2 weeks for this, because we're on holiday. See you later.